Alright guys, so I am back from my awesome Wisconsin trip. Enjoyed my time, so that's why I haven't posted or done any launches the last week and a half. It's been over a week and a half. I haven't done a launch for a hot second. But this rocket right here, Tyndall 1M, you can see is not up here. That's right, because it is in fact going to be flying July 4th. And I did make a post saying Centaur 3 is possibly going to be coming online. It is not now. We decided that the design is still pretty complex. When I can just modify a Centaur 7, well, not modify, I can just add on another variant, just add 2 strap-ons. It's cheaper than Centaur 3. Centaur 3, the variant we were going to use had 3B motors, and that was going to run $7.5 ish. But with this modified Centaur 7, it is going to cost us $4 to $5, and in between $4 and $5. But the reason I'm making this video is not because of anything with my company, it's because of a stupid argument that I put up with someone on YouTube, and I told them I'm going to make a video and prove to them that they're still stupid. So they said they're going to send this little, like a pulley system into space that'll lower a crane down to Earth and pull up supplies for cheaper. Cool, but that is impossible. It's very much possible. You know what we do? We put in geostationary orbit, so it matches the Earth's rotation. Okay, well, I'm 14 and a half, and I clearly know more than whoever the heck I was talking to. And they were like, think of reusable rockets, for example. It was said to be impossible, and then people did it. Well, reusable rocket is like saying I'm gonna go to space, and then you saying this pulley system is like you trying to walk to space. It's not possible. Physically not possible. But here's the little conversation that I got to have with my parents about how stupid this argument is. So you need you're gonna need a rocket to launch your little thing. So you launch it into orbit. Cool. Well, cable needs to be sturdy, which means it's gonna be thick, which means it's gonna be heavy. So what does that mean? You can't just launch something, because geostationary orbit is a lot higher than you think. Low Earth orbit is around 400 miles. Because satellites that are able to stay in orbit for years are about 400 miles, something like that. That part I don't pay attention to. Guess what was I gonna say? So you would need probably about 400 miles of line if you're in low Earth orbit. But here's the thing, you're going to be going by 30,000 miles an hour. You didn't see me go by because that's how fast I went by. This thing's going around dang near 30,000 miles around the world. By the time this little crate thing gets to you, it's already gone. It's already gone. So, we'll put in geostationary. Matches Earth's rotation. Alright, well, here comes the fun part. You're in geostationary orbit. That means you're gonna have to do multiple missions to bring up a ton of cable. A lot of cable. Which means more launches. Launch. It's just gonna keep costing more money. So in the end, it's gonna be like windmills. They cost so much money to set up, and in the end, you don't get your money's worth in electricity. But then you're gonna need to launch up a crew, because how are you gonna attach the two cranes? Oh, well, because you're gonna need a lot of cable. Well, guess what that means? I'll launch another mission to launch another one of these, to dock to it, to allow for more cable. Don't even know why I have to explain this. I'm big brain, clearly. And then if you think about it, there is dang near 20,000 satellites in low Earth orbit, not counting a couple thousand that are in geostationary orbit, high Earth orbit, etc., etc., etc. Some synchronous orbit, etc. Well, those things are going 30,000 miles an hour. They're spinning faster than you are, because you're way up here. They're way down here. Those things are, you're going, it's taken forever. Well, one of those satellites are going to eventually run into that cable. Eventually are going to run into the cable, which is going to snap the cable, which is going to result in a lot of debris. That's gonna be fun to clean up. It's gonna result in a lot of debris everywhere, which then is going to ruin it for other satellites and make it deadlier for astronauts, because they need to be able to launch those satellites. They need to be able to launch crew. They need to be able to launch satellites, knowing that there isn't all this debris that is going to destroy the satellites. Okay, so let's say you do happen to be lucky and miss it. Where's my tube? Please look. Alright, found it. So, here's yet another problem. You're going to pull up something. Well, this thing is going to be heavy, but there's also going to be a lot of weight down at this little pulley system. Like I said, if you do succeed, which you won't. Well, you're going to need to react to it, which is going to require RCS or something to turn it the other way. So, because if it's just a motor, this is going to be it. It's going to pull itself down. So you need something to counteract that. Boom. Now you have a self-sufficient thing. Well, guess what? You want to keep doing that, you gotta launch some type of fuel to it. Alright, well, here we go again. Little station. Launch. It's costing more money. Put it into orbit. Okay, boom, you just refueled it. Here we are, probably not even a month later, depending on how much you use it. Well, gotta launch another thing. It's not paying for itself. You are losing money by coming up with this idea. So, considering the fact a 14-and-a-half-year-old was able to figure this out, and God knows how old you were, probably 3 years old, you weren't able to figure this out? Hats off to me. Clearly, I'm a genius here.